Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. We're out here in Mesa, Arizona, and while we're in Mesa, we should see one of its race cars from Mexico. So with that car being said, I'm here with Randy Smalley. Randy, good to see you.
How are you?
I'm going to grab the camera on this one. Randy, what do we, first of all, what year and model do we have here?
It's a 1940 Cadillac LaSalle businessman's coupe converted into a race car.
Converted into a race car. Now, what makes you say, I know you're a car guy, no question about that. What makes you say, you know what, I love this thing? What did it for you? When did you get this car?
I've had it for about a year, I guess, maybe a little bit less than a year. Bought it from a guy in California, built it to race in Mexico at the La Carrera Mexicana, or Americana, excuse me.
Yeah.
And he raced it down there in 2015, and came in, I think, second in class.
Wow.
And so I thought, well, I'm going to buy it and go race that race. Then I started looking into the race, and I said, I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's, you know, if something happens, you're, you know, 4 hours from a hospital and things like that. So I said, no, I'm not doing that.
But you decided, I'm getting the car anyway.
I am, and I've entered it in the Copper State 1000 coming up here in April. So,
Yeah.
1,000 miles through Arizona.
Let's get right to our featured attraction. This has a lot of work done to it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not just a 40 LaSalle. This is a 40 LaSalle with a lot of attitude. I mean, we'll start with the tow bar, which conveniently in the Batman series reminds you tow.
Yes.
I love how we even decided to paint the little badge just to give it the integrity. And then this is how you used to open the hood, but we're going to see how you open the hood. Look at the hood pins here.
Okay, well, obviously, you don't want to be roaring down the road at 100 and something miles an hour and have the hood fly open. And you notice the narrow nose of the hood has required the radiator to expand out beyond. Okay. Wow. Here's the pen. Get out of there. You don't want it flopping down.
I'll hold that. Go ahead. Pull it out.
Just get it down
Yeah.
Come on. There we go.
Is this hood fiberglass or is this hood metal?
No, this hood is metal.
Okay. So that goes in there like so. Let's take a look at that from the side with the hood up. You know, fortunately, it looks pretty convenient that you can get in there.
Well, actually, the whole front end comes off, too.
Well, you're going to need the front end to come off because look at what we have in here. This is all the way to the ground. What are we running in this?
That is a 5-liter Chevy small block.
Okay.
All steel, because that's what the rules require. It has a 5-speed Tremec.
So a 302.
It's a 302.
I'm kind of taking that in because it looks bigger than a 302.
No, it's a 302. This is a 4-barrel carburetor. It has a dry sump oil system on it with the AccuSump in case you're going around a corner, because you're not allowed to change the oil pans and so forth. You could scavenge, you know, and lose oil pressure. So the AccuSump is designed to keep oil pressure on the engine all the time when you're driving a car.
Why do we have air conditioning?
Because it's a lot more fun when it's comfortable.
Yeah, and there's one other reason.
I have a beautiful wife who won't go in it in the heat.
That's awesome. I've met you, wait, Randy. I've met your wife. I do not see her in this car.
No, she loves it, actually.
Is that right?
She
Good
loves
for
it.
her.
Yeah,
all right.
And I put power steering on it as well.
Yeah, which is a nice feature because you've got some big rims and wheels on this car. So, all right, let me just feature those for a second. Willwood.
The car's fairly heavy. It weighs 3,600 pounds. I just had it weighed, but this car doesn't actually probably need a roll cage in it. This steel, the metal on this roof is so thick that if this car ever went over on its top, I think the roof would be plenty.
Wow. All right, let's, while we have this open, we're going to get to the interior in a minute. Let's start it.
Okay.
We're going to kind of do both at the same time. But, oh my gosh, there's so many places to go.
Yeah.
That's great.
Gonna
Let's
put my name on there.
feature the tags. Give me 1
Okay.
minute. And I will take an overall look at the car as well. Look at the handles. And there's a starting procedure.
Yes, it has a double battery system here and plus inside. It has 2 fire systems, one for the fuel area and one for the engine and the interior.
All right, let me take a look at the back. Look at that. This is just one amazing car. And being that it's the businessman's coupe, you have this massive trunk. Can we just open that for just a second?
The
Another tow hook.
the reason they call it a businessman's coupe is back in the day, the businessmen, when they traveled, they had to bring their wares with them and boxes and stuff, and this trunk was so huge so they could carry all of their
Yeah.
samples and so forth with them. Well,
Yeah.
the samples have gone away and a fuel cell went in its place.
No doubt. You and I could easily both fit in here if all this stuff was in here. I mean, not only fit in here, but fit in here comfortably. There's just a lot of room back here. And look at the work that this person has done on this. Holy cow.
That's Tony Avoletto was a guy who built it. He built it in California, and it has all tube frame.
Good job, Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
Well done.
Good man.
That's another thing. Whenever you get in this car, especially with your wife, make sure you put it in prayer. I'm telling you right now, if that's there, he knew something. Okay.
And you can also see the the stuff for racing in the middle of nowhere. I mean, jacks and flares, and there's all kinds of safety equipment here that you put out on the side of the road with
Yeah,
triangles
I
and
mean, you
safety
can.
triangles.
This is like a place where you could stand, and I
Yes.
see a lot of area where rocks and things will just drop out of here.
Yes.
They won't stay in here. So when you do that, all right, let's take a look at the interior.
Okay, so it is a full racing interior, full cage,
Holy cow!
racing bucket seats. Little interesting item here is
Yeah.
those are plexiglass windows. Pull it up and it locks in place, or you can obviously drop it down. All of the glass is gone. That's the latch that holds it in place.
Very creative. This has a feel to it of Mad Max.
It has brake bias control, so you can move braking front to rear, depending on the conditions that you're in. It has a heads-up display for speed.
Yeah,
You want me to put that down?
please. Look at this. Look at the roll cage. And this here. Holy cow. And the backup camera, which right now has that. Here's your battery. Wow. All right, well, it's time
And
to...
it's one of the best features. It has a removable steering wheel. That's your anti-theft device.
Yeah, all right, yeah,
You
good.
park it and you take the steering wheel with you.
Well, I don't think anybody'd know how to start this thing anyway. Okay, so let's start it.
That's probably true. A little noisy, but not as bad as you would think.
You get in there pretty good, Randy. Nice job. So what do you got to do? Atomic
Okay.
batteries to power, okay.
Down here, you turn on second battery switch.
Second
okay?
battery switch.
Everything lights up. Turn on the fuel pump.
Fuel pump.
Turn on the ignition switch.
Give me a rev. What a sound.
If you want to look inside very quickly,
Yeah,
you
sure.
can see it flashing right here, but
Yeah.
actually at speed. This is a heads-up display. It shows you how fast you're going
Oh, yeah.
right there. And obviously GPS, backup camera, roaring down the road. Air conditioning ducts up here in the roof.
And down here by the floor, I
Yes,
saw.
uh-huh, yep.
Beautiful. All right, let's hop out. We're going to actually kind of close her up. Get a... Let me, we'll close all the pieces and then I'll actually take an overall look at the car again.
Okay.
I think you've got latches back here too for the back.
Yeah, I was going to latch them.
That's fine. No, I got it. Yeah.
Time.
Number 14. Go ahead, let's shut that hood down for a moment. Is this at all street legal?
Oh, it's totally street legal. Yeah, it's got a license plate
So
on
have
it.
you ever driven this thing out in
Yeah.
public?
Yeah, I drive it
What
up
is the reaction when you drive Mad Max's car
A
around?
lot of dragging jaws, you know.
Is that
People with
right?
Tongues hanging out.
Does
yeah.
anybody try to challenge you in it? Like they come up in their Corvette or something and
Nah,
go, let's run that thing?
I think everybody's scratching their head wondering what it is. By the time they figure it out, they're gone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Randy,
Yeah.
always a treat seeing you. We
Yeah.
have way too much fun. Thanks for being on My Car Story.
Thank you, Lou. Appreciate it.